Hi, everybody. It's Friday Forever, the Forever Friday show. Today's show is on camping. Camping or glamping? Do you know what that means? Glamping? I'll tell you after a while. Camping, look at that. Oop, oop, oop. Burning in the fire, fire pit, fire pit. Oh, this is my guest, Red, my uncle Red. Red, International Red. Camping is sand, well, dirt or trees at a camping ground or in the mountains or sand. Anywhere you can or allowed to camp, you can camp. But the fire pit and then the tent, that's real camping. I have been camping as a kid because I was raised in the mountains. Well, okay, yeah, basically. Deep in McCall, Idaho. McCall is a teeny tiny place and full of mountains, full of trees, ticks and squirrels and big animals. So I wanted to bring camping up because why not? Because there's tents in the Tenderloin all out there. Why? That's because they're camping in society. That's weird. That is totally weird. But you know why they do it? Because they can get away with it and they don't have to pay a darn thing. There's no nothing. They gotta, where do they go crap and shit and piss and that stuff? They do it on the street. It's just like the animals.
So that's where they get the idea from.
Disgusting.
That's where they got the idea from camping.
Have you ever went camping, this kind of camping?
Not on the street in the city.
No.
No, that kind of camping when I was in the Cub Scouts. I was in the Cub Scouts for a few months. Because my mother put me in the Cub Scouts thinking that
Really?
that's going to be good for you, you know.
Cub Scouts?
But I really didn't like it.
I was in the Cub Scouts.
You mean the Bluebirds or whatever?
Nope, I was in the. I have two brothers. My dad was the leader of the pack,
Oh, he was?
and I always was left out, and I cried my eyes out. And so he gave me a sash, a green sash with my first badge
Oh, he did?
when I passed. Yeah,
Oh, so you was in the Cub Scouts.
I was.
Wow.
Got away with it
Did
only
you like
because
it? Did you like it being with the boys?
I've only ever been with the boys.
Going camping and stuff?
My dad treated me like a boy, basically.
So you went camping with them and stuff?
Yeah, we went
Fishing?
camping and
Hunting and
fishing. Fishing. I was not allowed to go fishing unless I put the worm on my own hook. I screamed and I cried because I watched my brothers just stick it on and it's going like that. And I was like, oh, I don't want to hurt it. Oh my God, there's blood. Yeah, I was so like, girl. I was like, well, you can't camp Friday. Okay. Well, I want to
Who's
come.
calling you Friday then?
My name's Friday.
Wow.
My name is Friday. What is wrong with you?
No, I mean, I thought later on you adopted that name, or they gave it to you later on.
When I was born,
Really?
my grandma Candy named me Friday. What? What? Oh my God! The other show that he just did, we just talked about that.
I didn't know that it really happened. I mean, all those years, I didn't know that.
What is wrong with people?
I didn't know it was your real name. No, I mean, I knew it was
Yes.
your name, but I mean, I thought you got it adopted later. And
What?
Lily went down there and did it.
No, that's my last name.
Or the forever part. Okay.
You get married.
I know it was one
you
of
get
them that you
married.
changed.
I've had all these last names, but
Okay, the forever.
I got rid of those last names because they died and whatever. And I picked Forever. Yeah, Friday is my birth name. Yeah, it's my
Oh.
birth. You're
the
too,
Friday is
you're
your
too
birth-
much. My dad's and my brothers would say, Friday, you can't fish. So I grabbed one and I got the courage and I put it on the hook and I threw my line in. Camping, fishing, catching grasshoppers, taking the leaf and putting it between your hands and blowing it, make noise. Do you know what glamping is?
No. What is glamping?
This is the real camping. Real camping.
That's what,
Right here.
what they got there?
Right here.
Now, what's glamping?
Now,
What's glamping?
I am broken and I don't want to get all on that dirt and all that. It's to get a cabin or a hotel.
That's glamping?
Yeah, not out there. No,
They
not
still
out.
camping? They still call it camping?
Glamping. No, this is camping. Glamping are bougie women or just women that don't want to go to the shower wherever the shower. If you're in a campground,
Right.
you gotta walk to the shower and be naked. There's bears and bugs, and you gotta. It's
They
cold.
got a shower
It's
when
cold.
you're camping?
It's so cold.
When you're camping, there's no shower.
Yeah, campgrounds. It's just nasty.
They have showers. I never knew that.
Nasty. It's nasty. It's scary, and it's just nah.
I thought they just went
When
out.
you grow up, and you don't want to sit on the ground or on one of those
Right.
chairs, or you don't want the smoke to get in. Yeah, glamping is a nicer way of saying a little vacation in a cabin. They still have kitchens and cabins. Cabins are camping. The boys can go to the lake if you don't want to, but you're indoors, you're not outdoors.
So that's glamping.
Glamping. And a lot of people go to a spa or something and they call it camping. I'm going to go camping.
Yeah,
Or glamping, I'm sorry.
glamping.
I'm going to go glamping. It's just a female version of that is normal out there,
Uh-huh.
camping.
Yeah.
Glamping is sleeping on a bed, not on the ground, in a tent, in a sleeping bag.
Oh, glamping is, you don't sleep on a sleeping bag? Either?
In the tent, in a sleeping bag in the tent, yeah. Glamping
Well, that's
is
just like on the streets. They have sleeping bags sometimes.
that tent looks like the streets. Only here in San Francisco I've only seen that.
You haven't been to L.A.?
I don't know.
L.A. is
I
bad.
haven't. The picture that you showed me a while back, I think people got the idea from here because they keep putting people from here to other places. The Homeward Bound,
Yeah.
it's not a thing anymore. That was a program that
With that program.
if you wanted to go home and you were on the streets, and if somebody wanted to take you in, a family member or something, if you had a place to go, then they would give you a ticket, bus ticket, and you would be off to another state to your
Really?
family.
They don't do that no more.
They cut the program.
Why?
I'm not really sure why, but they're
How'd you know about it?
because I went to a radical mayor shindig for Mayor Mark. I forgot his last name. Mark. I went with my neighbor.
What town was this?
Huh?
What town was this you in?
No, it was right where this place used to be over there where Starbucks is, right up the street at the bar. Right up the street at the bar. They had rented this place, and he spoke on why you should vote for him
Oh, this is Lady.
instead of Mayor Breed.
Oh, this is Lady you talking about.
Lately, yes, this was a couple days back. And he mentioned
What did he mention?
that that program had been shut down, but if you
Vote for him.
pick him as mayor, he wants to reopen that program and more things. So he was really on point, and I really appreciated.
What else did he say sound good?
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about camping. So camping is what we should know. You should know.
I went, but I didn't really like it. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
No, I'm just saying you need to know the basics,
I went camping.
because when the world comes to an end, what people are saying, like,
You're gonna be back camping.
you got to fend for yourself. Just picture this. All hell breaks loose, and we all. It's a war. It's World War III out there. I mean, like, the people in tents on the streets, they all watch each other and they help each other,
Right.
and they're a clique. They know how to survive. Okay, I'm not kidding. And don't laugh, because you're going to be good. I'm allergic to alcohol. I don't like alcohol one bit.
Right.
I can't drink it. I buy it. I buy alcohol, and sometimes I buy cigarettes to keep them in like a case or something, because I know. I watched a movie a long time ago, and when the world was at war with each other,
Right.
you need things to barter with.
Yeah.
And I don't use these things,
They
so
do that in jail.
and those things,
Jail cigarettes are money.
cigarettes and alcohol, are a I mean,
Commodity.
everybody out there loves that, does that. So if I need food or clothing or whatever I want, I
So
can
you
mark
think
my
that- You
price.
think that's gonna happen in your lifetime?
I can barter that.
That
I
you-
don't
you're
know.
get- you're
I don't
getting
know.
ready?
I don't know. I'm just gonna be prepared.
So camping gives
It's
you that
just
idea.
weird.
So when you outside, you're thinking you're gonna be back to camping.
No, camping. I really like camping, but my body can't do it anymore.
You liked to camping when you were young.
Playing in the dirt, getting dirty.
Well, you
Pine
so you were in
cones.
from the
I
country.
love pine cones.
From the country, people like that.
I love pine
They
cones.
just try to get me out there.
You see this campfire? You find trees with and big long sticks, and you take your thing. You put
Start a
you
fire
put
with
marshmallow.
two sticks.
You put a marshmallow on the end, and the marshmallows taste good when
Rub
they're.
two sticks together and start a fire. All
That's
that.
not how you do it.
They try to do it.
How do you do it? It's
No,
there.
that's how they try to do it. I sneak around and get a lighter, boom.
So,
But that's what they said. They want you to learn to do all that. Why would I want to do that? I went camping once or twice.
you have to be prepared for anything.
And that's what they talked about.
Who's they?
The explorers, the Cub Scouts, the people.
And it's possible. It's
That's the
true.
benefit of being out there. No
It's-
water, you gotta get your own water.
It's.
You gotta go, you know.
I watched Naked and Afraid, and they drop them in places that I don't
Naked?
naked, and it's so taxing. I mean,
They go places naked and
whatever tools that they wanted. They have a pot. They have a fire starter.
afraid. What do they give them?
I'm just telling you right now. A fire starter, a pot, and whatever they choose as a weapon. Most of them choose machetes or knives.
This is a show?
Yes. And they go out and they have a pouch that they carry the stuff in. So one guy had a bow and arrow and he caught his food
Wait a minute. Where did they drop them off at?
in the worst places in life,
Like, they don't drop them off in the ghetto
in the
nowhere.
desert of Africa, where the big game.
Where the animals at?
Heck yeah.
Wait a minute. Tigers and lions and all that?
And snakes and big spiders.
No, they don't drop nobody off.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That is just, and they sit naked on the ground. They make
And you
a
don't have no clothes on?
they take branches from trees and make it as their bedding, and
They
Yeah.
make people do that?
they don't make. If you want to prove to the world and your family that you can do something, no, the people do it for themselves.
They give $1 million. What they give her? They must get $1 million.
I don't think so.
They have to give her some money. Who
It's
else?
for yourself.
Anybody going out there for
It's
that?
for yourself.
Survivor, they got paid, remember?
And there's people.
Remember that show, Survivor?
Yeah, Survivor.
They was something like that.
This is Naked
They got
and
money,
Afraid.
though.
Okay, but they put these people in the swamps and with big anacondas and the fish with the teeth, the little ones. Everybody, you gotta fight. You gotta you gotta figure out how to survive, or they pull you.
What do you mean they put you?
There's a camera that follows you. They cannot ever help you, but if
How long they keep you out there?
if you fall, there's different challenges. 21-day challenge. There's a
21 days.
60-day challenge.
They don't give you no
40-day challenge.
They give you food?
No, you've got to find. See camping right here. You can't. We can bring
How you
food.
gonna find food?
We can bring food camping, but
What you talking about don't make sense.
yes, it
How you gonna
does.
find food?
Fishing.
You don't have a fishing pole.
You have to improvise.
What are you gonna do? Use a stick and put your hand in the water?
Hey, they did it.
And how you gonna eat? You're gonna cook it. You're gonna eat it raw?
There's the pan, and you got to find a water source somewhere, and you got to boil that water. Then you can drink that water.
How do you boil the water?
They give you a pan, sir.
Where you get to eat at?
You put it on the fire
Where's the fire?
right there.
Yeah, that's there. Where's the fire at? In there?
I told you, they get a fire starter. They make their own fire. They make their own shelter, and they have to find their own food. Most
Oh,
of
that's
them.
one of the things they give you, the 3 things.
Most of the people and the locations don't have a lot of food.
They don't.
You have to find it yourself. You have to get it yourself.
You have to get it
I told
yourself.
you to turn that off.
I don't know how.
And then,
Then what happened?
but it's resources. You've got to be smart up here to figure out how to survive out there. That's what I'm telling you. For any circumstance, clothed or not clothed.
Let's get back to camping.
That's what I'm talking about. It's camping. I'm telling you, you need to be able to survive.
That's the survival camping. Now, what about when you choose to go camping? You have to have a fishing pole. You have to have a tent. You have to have. Let me
You
tell
don't
you.
have to, but
Yeah, you're not going to be out there without a tent. Nighttime.
if you got a cabin,
You're not in the cabin. You're out in the wilderness. Or if you have a cabin, that's not camping. If you have a cabin, I don't look at that as camping.
well,
If you have a
it
cabin,
is. It is.
you're just on a vacation.
No. Camping cabins are,
Part of camping.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But if you're camping and you got a tent,
This is the
outside camping,
real.
they call that outside camping.
This is the real camping. Real
When
camping.
you have a tent, you stay in a tent.
On the ground, just just like that. Zip, zip, the tent.
Well, the only time I seen that kind of camping was on TV.
Up.
It was on TV. On TV, they do that kind of camping.
Oh, I don't know what show that was, but
All the shows.
but
They always show
camping
people out
is
there
in the
camping.
wilderness.
On the commercial, on the
and-
comedies. The tent falls on them.
Camping, when I was young, was only
The baby's a bear in the woods. The bear's chasing.
no. You sit on logs around the campfire,
And people sing.
and no, that's church camping. You
Oh,
tell
you
scary
went to that
stories.
church? You went there
You
too?
tell scary stories.
You went to that camp?
Yeah, stop. You tell. My dad used to tell us scary stories, and he would usually say, "I have to go potty," so he would go out, and he would run screaming. He would scare us on purpose. Oh no, the Chainsaw Massacre, or he was just a.
Well, that's where you see it too in those kind of movies. Those kind of movies, they're always going camping. You notice that?
Oh well.
Those kind of movies, Chainsaw Massacre, they always show them out there. And what's that other one? Halloween.
My dad had a church camp in McCall.
A church
in
camp.
McCall. In McCall. He took
Where's McCall?
Idaho. There's Boise, and then McCall, and then a lake with a serpent in it. He took a chainsaw because there was groups that came into the camp, and they had their stuff. They would put them camping. They told a story about a chainsaw massacre. My dad would be hiding way back in the woods with his chainsaw. So they would take the kids on a trail, and they see this is where the chainsaw massacre used to live. And then when they're on their way back, my dad would go, "Run, run," with the chainsaw horns, and start running toward them, and we would be screaming.
What kind of outfit he had on?
We would be screaming
Did you look like a
something
monster?
black to
Look
blend
like a
in,
monster?
to blend in with the trees. It doesn't matter. It's just the noise of the chainsaw chasing you. Oh my God. It was,
That's crazy.
you would die. Your heart's going, bah, 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 as a kid. Oh my word. It was fun and exciting, but
I guess if you go as a kid,
it was too much.
if you go as a kid, it might be nice. But I don't know what
No,
when I
kids
was
don't like that. Are you kidding with me right now? Kids don't like
They don't like. What do you mean
scared
they don't like?
and chased.
They don't like it. They like going out.
Half of them peed their pants, and the other half was crying, and yeah. I'm sorry, but it's funny now. I didn't see it funny then.
When you was there, it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny at all.
So you were out with who all was there? How many people was there with you? You said it was a bunch of kids. Was this like the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, or Girl
No.
Scouts? Or was
Church
this-
camp.
Church camp. Okay, church
Other
camp.
People
So there
around.
was a lot of church people.
People
So a
would
lot of kids.
camp at church camp. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was nice.
Huh?
The church camp was nice. It was good.
It was just in the mountains. It was. My dad and brothers built the girls' huge building for the girls to sleep in, and there was the main building for the games and the
What
kitchen.
about when they go to camp and they go to camp for like summer camp? Is that a different type of camping? Summer camp? Then you're in a cottage. You're in a cottage when you're in summer camp. But you're still out in the camping.
I don't know that. What do you mean you're in a cottage?
You're in a cottage when you're in summer camp. And you go outside every day.
How do you know that?
Because I seen it in the movies. I seen it in the movies.
Movies are movies. That's just what that is. A movie.
Well, movies, summer camp.
No.
You haven't seen no
Summer camp is.
And they go there for 90 days or 3 weeks or a month. Summer camp, you ain't seen them?
It's not
Have
necessarily.
you ever been there?
It's
I've
not.
just seen it on TV.
It's not. It's not what TV portrays it to
Have
be.
you been summer camp is what I'm saying. You say you went to church camp.
My dad had a church.
How many days did church camp?
A camp.
How many days was church camp?
There was
2 days, 3 days?
no. Listen. It was a camp, but it was It just was named a church camp.
So your dad worked at the church camp? Or no?
He owned. We had our house up here.
He owned the church camp.
And we kept it up. We mowed the lawn. We did all that.
So you lived on the property where they had the church camp?
It was our property, yes.
And church camps came there?
And cheerleading camps and whatever the camp was, they came.
Oh, they had all of it. Was really nice there. Pretty. It was pretty and nice.
Just in the, yeah, it was
Oh, that's different. You
in the
lived-
mountains. It was open and
So you lived in the mountains. That's nice.
I would watch the cheerleaders, cheerleading camp, and there's a lot of different camps that came.
What is cheerleading? They just dance? Practice?
They cheerlead against each other.
They practice, you mean?
Well, yeah, they came
For
and
the what do you call it?
they just came for whatever the reason, and sports camp, and all the time, just some type of camp.
Football camp.
Came.
Football players.
What time was that supposed to come off?
25. 125.
Oh,
You coming up on it.
2 minutes.
Well, wrap it up. What do you want to say?
Oh. This is my show. Stop. Camping or glamping. But, yeah, camping was fun. People don't do it just on the streets in San Francisco. That's all they...
That's the kind of camping I see. I see camping every day when I walk by my house.
Oh, my God. Oh, my... Right. I never even... Yep.
They're camping right out there in San Francisco.
That is hilarious. But yeah, camping, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You have any last comment that you
Yeah,
want to
no,
say?
I think about the cowboys. Back in the cowboy days, you seen cowboys, they have a cold, what do you call those beans that they used to...
Can of refried, or just
they
beans,
call them
beans.
the other kind. They were pork and beans.
There's just beans.
They'd have pork and beans because they could eat them cold. They'd have pork and beans. And the cowboys would eat them and they'd be out there in the campground. That's when I see camping, like, when you see a tough guy, a cowboy out there camping, that's when I look at camping.
No, they were in the desert on their horses,
Well, they were like...
and they were shooting snakes to
They
survive.
were camping. That's like a camp.
Hmm?
I mean, you forced to camp, but they lived it by the camp. That's a sense of camping. But they had
Okay.
guns and things too, though. They had all that stuff.
Okay.
And they slept, with a pillow, I guess. Or a pillow. They slept with a blanket.
I don't even really know about that.
But that's all I got to say. You got a minute left. 3 seconds.
Camping the right way, this way, is terrific. So try it one day in your life.
All right,
Hey.
camping.
Thank you.
All righty now.
Mwah.